Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Love and Marriage Huntsville, DC. This is season 2, episode 22, and it is reunion part 1. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. All right, so I appreciate you for coming to my channel. This reunion started off pretty well. As you probably do know, it seems like the first 20 minutes of anything Carlos King, something gonna pop off. It's almost as reminiscent of Bell Collective's reunion. You know? Oh my God, it's very interesting. I do want to start off with the looks. I have some pictures that I did find that you might like. I think Ashley, Irena, really the Silvas and the Tylers are the best dressed. The Pettys, I mean, Joy is not someone that's into fashion, so she's just going to just not get it right. Winter is there. I like Winter's outfit from last year better, and she had the blonde on and all of that. I think that was pretty cute. This one, if I had to choose between each one, last really took the bull, or the bullseye, if you want to call it that. Others are coming out. We know that the Duncans will be out probably during part 2. I did see Sherelle's wig. She really, she listened to somebody. Of course, not us, because they filmed this back in August of last year. So the set itself, I think it had to have been the same set that they used for Love and Marriage Detroit. It was dark in there. And I was like why? I think they went to Atlanta, I think, or it could be LA, but it's dark in there. And I don't think that it really complemented the outfits and the beauty and the attractiveness of the men and the women. Some people were online upset about Carlos's suit. I think it's cool. I think he's going against the grain. I don't think that he has to wear a bow tie suit as a host. He is who he is, and he's setting his own mark. Good job. I do want a suit off with him, because I think I know which suit that I like. Personally, I liked Bell Collective's the best when he was in that pink. So I'm hoping, I just want to vote so I can see everything, but I think Bell Collective is my favorite. All right, so of course everyone's room is visited. We find out that Winter has broken up with Yusha at this point. Irena is ready for whatever's going to be thrown her way, even though the season wasn't bad for her. But of course, off season ended up being bad for her. Of course, the Pettys are the Pettys. They said they're going to bring their Petty. Cool. It'd be good to actually see it brought to their faces instead of through a confessional or interview. So we shall see what they bring. Ashley, I think, just said, we're going to give our realness, and that's that, I think. I forget. Whatever. Everyone comes out. Everyone looks, well, not everyone. It's the Silvas, the Tylers, the Pettys, and Winter. Winter, at this point, she knows that she's earned to be on season 2 and not be a friend of, and I guess she gets to sit out there. If she was still with Yusha, I guess Yusha would have been out there also. So, of course, Carlos does his normal greeting with all of the couples, and they end up talking about Ashley and Winter's friend. She says, I know that I'm the Winter does, but I don't have a D as of yet. It's quite interesting, and Carlos did bring up of how, and she did do this, but Carlos didn't say this. I'm going to say this. But Carlos was talking about how Ashley and Winter is intermingling with different cast members from different shows, Bell Collective, Love and Marriage Detroit, and also Love and Marriage Huntsville. Ashley's the ringleader for that. Ashley, I know that she gets on some of y'all nerves, and y'all want to define her as a mean girl, even though nobody can give me the definition of a mean girl. But because it's a trending word to say, you say mean girl. Until you can actually say what mean girl to me is, then we're just going to leave that on the table, at least when you come around me. And also bully. Okay. Look, I understand what it means to be bullied and to have mean people at me during high school and elementary school. So, for what y'all saying these people are being mean girl about, sorry. I've had worse. Um, yeah, she's a trailblazer. What the mantle that should have been on Huntsville. Huntsville should have been the one to facilitate everybody coming together and bridging this like corporate family, but they didn't. Ashley stepped in and started going to different premiere parties, forming relationships with different ones. Others caught on to her. Ashley is a leader. Ashley is a trailblazer to start new things. Trailblazers are a religious thing, apostolic. You don't get all the praise for it when you are the one that's digging in the soil and bringing forth something new all the time. It's hard work, but in the end, it's a harvest of the one who had been tilling the ground. So I still say my hat's off to Ashley Brittany Silva, period. So I've been kind of rambling on. I'm not going to be before you long. So they get on that about Ashley and Winter and all that good stuff. So we start with the Tylers and their package. The package is about their marriage and also the family issues with little Jamie. And they go right into talking about some of your cast members have been worried about you drinking and possibly thinking that you were an alcoholic. Ashley says, I just want to let everyone know that I have defended Jamie against him being an alcoholic and always, even about being an abuser. And Raina opens her mouth and was like, well, Ashley, you drink more than everybody here. And Ashley's like, I know that, I admit that. But this is me speaking peaceably about you all, and now you want to throw this dagger in on me, as if I did something to you guys. So then Raina and Ashley, they start going at it. Jamie did jump in for a minute, and Ashley's like, I'm talking to her right now. You come here with all this ammo, and you're not even listening to what I'm saying. I have been defending you. This isn't enough. So after all they get into it, Quick was like, look, at the end of the day, I never said that you were alcoholic. Ashley never said that you're alcoholic. That was never a thing. Even though I think Ashley said that she heard that Jamie was going to come in there to try to come at them for trying to say that I was an alcoholic. Obviously, there was some type of script going on with the Tylers, because at this point, Ashley and Raina, the Silvers and the Tylers, had fell out. And if you were online last year, you would have seen what happened. And it's all because of Jamie, and he's a terrorist online, and I think in real life too. Because you ain't just got happy fingers online, sir. So, and you act like you say you're real. So, and this is just who you are and what you're gonna get. So, they fell out. What we know from interviews is Raina stopped fooling with Ashley when she found out that Ashley told someone, a mutual friend, that she does not like Jamie, but she's friends with Raina. And Raina took it upon herself to just say, I'm not effing with her anymore. Didn't call Ashley to say nothing, just all of a sudden coming to the reunion. Now I am blazing away. Because if you go by what went on from 2A to 2B, Ashley and Raina didn't have any problems except for what happened at Christmas time, but they made up. So it's weird to us, especially if you didn't know what was going on the internet. Where's all of this beef? But it's like it's off-camera beef for whatever reason. But they don't fool with each other no more. So, little Jamie, they talk about little Jamie's mental health. Of course, they did appreciate Ashley for reaching out to little Jamie during his time. And as Ashley said during the show, she said again at the reunion, I see myself in him, and that's why I did reach out, and I care for him. The Quick and little Jamie stuff, the parents said that they didn't like it when he called him bad. Quick says that now, and this is in August, that he understands where little Jamie was coming from and how he felt about the whole situation. Because remember, Quick was very offended that, okay, you couldn't just come to me. Why you had to go to the internet like that? And other people would say, well, you did say what you said on national TV, so why don't I fight back? But how Quick just would choose to handle things. If you have a problem with me, hey, come to me. And still Quick, I think, would apologize for that. I think he was more focused on that and not really wanting to hear little Jamie's cry at the moment. And I'm saying cry as a way of expressing himself, not as some type of whiny dude. So, did they say anything else? Yeah, that was it on that. I thought there would be a worse battle because Jamie said online that Quick never takes responsibility. They never take responsibility. When Quick already said that I understand where he's coming from now. Did he say again to him, I'm sorry? I don't know if little Jamie's coming out. I would expect him to. Maybe they'll talk about it. I don't know. It's kind of like, it looks like Quick sounded like he had regret by at least not hearing him out. I think that's a little bit of accountability to me. And he don't owe you, Jack, Jamie, in regards to that. It's all to little Jamie. So I'm confused as to all the theatrics that I've been seeing on Twitter. You said that something's going to be unleashed at the reunion. I'm going to wait for that, and then we're going to judge it as I see fit. Let's see. They talk about Jamie and Irena's marriage issues. Of course, it doesn't seem like they are over whatever has happened in their life, in their marriage. And they talk about with Jamie. They say that they're over stuff, but then they bring it up when it's time to go blow to blow. So I'm confused on that, and it doesn't seem like they really deal with issues. So Carlos asked the question of, do you feel a certain way? Is there anything that you haven't forgiven him for? Has Jamie ever went out of bounds in a marriage? And Jamie says, he's had conversations with women. I really feel like both Jamie and Irena are full of shit. Because both y'all have the same problem, and the only thing that y'all have ever crept into as far as boundaries being crossed is talking to other people. That's the only thing that you got caught in. Well, she said that she never caught Jamie in cheating. And Irena also said that, I just really swept it under the rug. I didn't have a voice back then. I said, wait a minute. But you guys have painted the picture through these interviews that Irena's been Ray Ray all her life. So when they were talking about him being an abuser, there's no way possible, because Irena would be the one to check Jamie in a heartbeat. So you didn't have a voice in your marriage, as you said, at that point of whenever these conversations did happen. I'm lost, and I don't feel like these two are going to ever be transparent. Now, they're able to be transparent when it comes to their children, but to get to the real, I think that issues are going to just keep piling up when they want to get back at each other, because they never really resolved what was really going on. But these are the fan favorites, and they can be unscathed, and then y'all act like other people's marriages are a certain way, and if that's the way they're going to deal with it, they're going to deal with it, but I don't think that they are 100% truthful. Are there any deal breakers? Meaning, let's say if some proof actually came out about Jamie and he did cheat. She said anything that happened over 20 years ago is I'm saying it this way, dung to her. Shit, it doesn't really matter. I said, okay. I mean, whatever. Okay. But they protect each other, but then also abuse each other at the same time, which is very weird, especially how you want to appear sometimes on the camera. You're going to give us enough to act like there's, I got to wait until the end to say what I want to say. I just don't think that we're getting the 100%-ness from Jamie and Irena. We move on to the Silvis package. We talk about Quick and Ashley's marriage, and they talk about the time that Quick just doesn't have with his family, that he chooses to work as hard as he can. He says that he's framed everything as just not making money from the family. We're pretty good, but I'm trying to show other people that they can be also good and show them how to be millionaires. And he thinks that making money is addictive to him, as far as making sure he keeps making the money. Quick does confess that Ashley is stronger than him and how she's been able to maintain the family, because she has felt like and does feel like that she is a single married woman that's handling everything. Quick gets to be the fun parent, and she has to do everything else while he goes makes bread. Ashley, would you walk away from your marriage? Because she's like, I'm really sick of it. I'm just done with it. And she said yes, because of how long she's carried on, and she doesn't see herself carrying on this long. And it's just, I get her. So, Carlos did ask, I'm not you, but I could possibly feel how you feel about this whole situation, as if, do you feel like, that he chooses his career over her? And she says yes. And Are you happy, Ashley? She says 50% of the time. And basically every day is Groundhog Day for her. What about counseling? Ashley says, I'm in counseling. He doesn't want to go to counseling. And Carlos is like, well, why not you go to counseling? Why don't you do anything to help the situation? Of course, he says, well, she can schedule a counseling session or counseling and tell me the date and the day, and I'll be there. And Ashley said, at this point, I'm not holding your hand through this. You got to want it and want it for us. So Carlos gave some advice to him. Quick, you need to sit down with your team to schedule and carve out some time, just like you carved in and scheduling for these different places. He just picked up a new radio station that he's working for and make time. Now, I think Ashley will probably try to wait until the children leave. Shmoo, their boy, he's a high schooler. I think he's probably a sophomore, junior. That's just a couple more years. Ashton is pre-high school. She might, at some point, while Ashton is in high school, leave, if things don't change. I kind of think she'll wait till the children are at least out of the house. I don't know. So Ashley laid it out on the table. Quick doesn't know what to do. Even in hearing his wife saying that, I can leave you. And possibly because she's been there for you for 20-umpteen years, it's kind of like, you think that she's going to stay. And I don't think reality is going to hit until she actually leaves. So Clifton and Joy. So guess what their package is about? They start right with Ashley because they had nothing else going on. And I'll talk about that in my final review of the season. Because I'm not understanding why we know nothing about them. And it's only because of the drama that started with Ashley that gave this couple any relevance on this show. Joy did not feel the remorse when, I guess, Ashley first apologized. And Ashley said, I was not remorseful when I first talked to you. She said, and then Joy said, well, why would you think that I would accept your apology if you were not remorseful? And Ashley went further on after Joy butted in. I was not when I was speaking to you. When I saw the hurt that I had done, I felt remorse then. And I apologized more times to you. And the hidden thing that we are not privy to that Ashley let us know about is Ashley knew that Joy was trying to ice out the Duncans. Joy was mad about that, and Joy was popping her mouth off to other people about Ashley. And that's when Ashley was talking with Alicia. It was kind of just get back. She was petty, and she said that they were married. They said the reason that they didn't want to announce that they were married is that they wanted something for them, for us. So then you lied to us, because Carlos said we were not privy of that. They get away with just saying we just wanted something for us. We had been on TV and all of that. We weren't asking for a marriage, a wedding. I don't even know you to be investing in you. Now, the Ready to Love people maybe, but I did not. You're just saying it was just a secret for us. How long were you going to carry that secret? I don't get it. How long were you going to have these dry scenes of not saying that you were married, but having Arena play along with y'all as you lied to us? That's still not a good enough explanation. I wish there was more shown, or at least Carlos could have asked more questions, because that's not right. That's not right to withhold something. And I said before, you lied on your job application. You didn't check married on there. So then all of a sudden they talk about a time where they were at some crab seafood boil. Clifton was there and all of that. And that was the time that Ashley found out, or Ashley, something was going on. Anyways, Clifton was there, and he was on the phone for like, I think she said 20 minutes or a half hour with Carmen. He skeeted right on by that, and all of a sudden, he jumped over to, because they were asking about first, why did Clifton feel like Ashley was going to be the one to use the wedding, the marriage against her? So he just felt that way, blah, 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 blah. And then they got on this whole seafood thing. So, then he pulls his attention fast, quick. And he said, well, in your confessionals, you were saying that you were going to handle me. I said, you didn't do that, right? I was like, okay, sir. First, I see that there was a diversion, and for me, I feel like he's full of mouth. The reason I know by aesthetics, Clifton should win against Quick. He's small and all that good stuff. Is it? But it's crazy that Quick is never called Clifton any names. But he did by calling him Scrappy Boo or something like that, but the Scrappy Dog from Scooby-Doo. Everybody laughed at, well, not the people, but people online were laughing at that. Get him, Clifton, get him. The thing is that Clifton acted like he couldn't call Quick. When Quick had a problem, he called Clifton about it. So now he's getting all tough. It gets bad. Security has to come. He never really goes up to Quick. Quick does get up and he's ready to charge. But, you know, Carlos holds him back and all that good stuff. And Clifton's there still antagonizing stuff. If anyone, I'm telling you, you know that if he's doing all that, Clifton does not want to fight. Whether he can fight or not, that is subjective and still up for debate. I don't believe he could fight. He's too passive aggressive for me to think that he's a fighter. He likes to antagonize things and wants to provoke you into fighting him. And I don't think that you can really count Quick out. I mean, he was in the streets hard. You think that y'all act like small people don't know how to fight and can't take down giants. Giants do fall. And they die. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. So that was the end. We're going into part 2 next week. I think I still ran my mouth a little bit too much, but that's okay. Hopefully you enjoyed what I have given out. You can still give your opinions and thoughts in the comments below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about the show. Let me know how you feel about certain ones. I don't mind as long as you like my feedback on your comments. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, stay locked in. A lot of stuff is coming, as you've seen, in a lot of what I have going on. There's a lot happening here, and I want you to be a part of it. Leave your comments below again. I did say subscribe, yeah. So until the next video, peace.